Tyler, what's different about this fall camp, maybe compared to in the spring, maybe compared to last year? What's different about you and maybe the feeling of this team?
I'll start with the team first, as always. But as a team, you can see how everybody's buying in, how everybody is going towards more so what Coach Heupel wants and not individual goals or individual aspirations. You can see that we've all come together and we're going towards the collective goal of this team, and that's to win every game.
There's a belief maybe some of the young guys can help you guys early on. Physically, what will they find out that they don't know now once you get into full pads and into games and those sort of things? Because you get 40 pounds on some of these guys.
Right. Really just the difference with them is just learning the different schemes that we may be throwing at them, different ways that the offensive linemen may try to manipulate them. Just the flow of the game, I think that's the biggest thing. Not necessarily, there's a strength difference as well as speed difference, but and I think the guys that we have they came in with the right body types, and I think that our strength staff has done a great job of building on that. So for them, just learning the game and how to flow with the game and how to go through a whole game.
Tyler, you're lined up opposite of Byron this year, whereas last year you guys were on the same side, kind of working the same Leo position.
For sure.
How is your role different? Do you like it? And what was your summer focus to prepare for playing that strong side as opposed to what you were playing a year ago?
For sure. No, I definitely love it. I think Coach Gardner is putting us all in a great spot to go be successful on the field. But for me personally, it's a little bit different, working more inside in some of our pass rush games than last year, as well as working the strong side end, like you said. But I think it's really going to help us in terms of getting to the quarterback, just keeping everybody in good pass rush lanes, is keeping the quarterback and get him off the spot.
Tyler, some of the coaches have been really complimentary of you and Byron Young as well. What is the potential for now an improved Byron Young?
I told you guys last year that Byron Young, he's a generational talent, and I think you guys got a little example of that last year. But the jumps he's made this year, just in terms of his knowledge of the game, it's tremendous. He's one of the smarter guys in our room, and I think it's going to be on display this year for everybody to see as well.
Facing Hendon, you seen any early signs of steps he's going to take and any examples of just how different he is this fall camp compared to last fall camp?
100%. Everybody saw how good Hendon Hooker was last year, but just seeing the growth in his decision-making process as well as his technique. The guy's a pro, and I just think it's going to be a really good year for him as well as the entire offense.
Tyler, how different does this camp feel for you guys defensively in particular? And just does it have a different vibe, and if so, why?
I would 100% say it does. You can just see the level of how bought in the defense is. Coach Banks is giving us a lot of great schemes to run. I just think that we all understand what he wants a little bit more from us going into year two. So it's allowing us to play a little bit more free and to make more plays on the fly. So I think it's a big jump that we're taking in terms of knowledge of the game, and I think it's going to be shown on the field as well.
Tyler, do you get a chance to go up against Darnell very much in one-on-ones and on team stuff?
For sure. Me and Darnell, we go at it every day. Iron on iron. I think it's a great battle, and I think we both get a lot better from competing so hard.
How do you feel like he's kind of grown over the spring and playing a lot last year at left tackle, and I'll go back to right? Why do you think he's sort of come on?
No, I think Darnell, I think he's really special. He carries a lot of athletic traits that you don't see in guys as big as him. So I think him as well, putting his technique together with that athleticism, I think he's going to have a very strong year and protect him very well.
Tyler, are you pleased with the depth that's being developed on that side of the ball, and how do you feel that can help you in football games this fall?
Saying I'm pleased would be an understatement. I'm excited about how much depth we have and how many guys we'll be able to rotate in this year, keeping everybody fresh. When we come out, I don't think there'll be any drop-off. I think whoever's behind me, Byron, and some of the other guys, I think it won't be any difference. I think they'll be able to continue the style of play that Coach Banks wants as well and keep the flow up.
Eric? I was going to say kind of on that, how important is that because you guys are out there for so many plays a lot of the times, and do you think it may be a strength in number situation for you guys as a unit?
I think it's better whenever you can put as many guys in the game as possible. Coach G preaches to us keeping us all fresh. We're better in numbers. So having so many guys, having 12 guys that you can put in the game, I think it really helps keeping everybody fresh, mixing up the looks that the offensive line is going to get, giving them different body types to go against. I think it's really beneficial what Coach Banks and Coach Gardner's scheme is, and I think it's really going to help us this year as well.
Do a few more, Wes, Patrick. Tyler, is there anything you can tell a freshman or a guy comes in from JUCO or the portal, basically anyone who's going into their first practice for Rodney Garner, is there anything you can tell them to sort of prepare for that hair dryer, what it's going to be like and all that, just how tough it is?
I mean, yeah, Coach Gardner is tough. I mean, but it's a part of the business. I wouldn't want to be coached any other way, and I don't think any guy in the room would. He puts us in the best spot, and I mean, the proof is in the pudding. He's done it for as many years as anybody else in this league. So I just tell him to all buy in and just take his coaching and not necessarily some of his words, because he wants the best for all of us. He loves all of us. So we just have to trust in him and just allow him to take us to the promised land.
Tyler, the coaches have all offseason talked about being better, third down, pass rush, all that stuff. I think you had 4 sacks last season. Is there a number out there you're trying to get this year?
I mean, I just want to get home as many times as I can. I don't like to put a number on it because I don't like to cap things, but I just want to be as successful as we can. I want to help the defense win as many plays as we can win. So I wouldn't even say it's a number. I just want to be and do as much as I can for this team, to be honest, whatever that would be.
Lots of people do Brandon and Adam.
Tyler, you've drawn a lot of praise from people about your summer and what you did this summer to get ready for this camp. Was your buy-in different in any way this summer? Was there something different about your approach to this camp compared to your previous years?
For sure. I think just being around Coach Gardner, to be honest, I give him a lot of the praise for the growth that I've taken. He's helped me mature a lot, more mentally than anything, just having a different outlook and just being more conscious of everything I'm doing. Attention to detail has been a big thing for me, and just being disciplined. He's been preaching those to me since day one. I think this summer and this spring was just the first time I really took his words and put it into action. And I just am going to continue to do that and just trusting in him.
One more thing on Coach Gardner. Is there a process, like is there a shock to the system of freshmen when they come in about how he coaches, and why does it take a while for guys usually to sort of warm up to him?
I think it's just it's a trust thing. You know, with anybody, our freshmen are just coming in, so this is their first time truly being around Coach Gardner for this much time. So they just got to buy into him and just believe in what he's telling us. It may be hard, it may get tough, but at the end of the day, he's done it, like I said. So I just trust in him, his plan for us as he's done before. So I think it's going to work.
Thanks, Tyler. Thanks,
Sure.
everybody, for today.
Thank you, guys.